Hey everyone, tonight is Tuesday, January 17th, and this is our team call. I'm so glad that all of you were able to make it on the call tonight. Thank you for giving me a little bit of your time. So tonight we're going to go through a couple things, actually three things. We're going to talk about Team Cup, and I'm going to share with you an event that Chelsea's doing next week, which is really exciting. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about Success Club because I get asked a lot, how is it that I make Success Club every month? And so I'm going to share with you some tips that I've come up with. And I also asked some of my leader friends in Shred Nation to offer some of their best tips too. So with that, I'm going to start with Team Cup. So Team Cup is going to run for the month of February. And for those of you who don't know what Team Cup is, it is a team challenge. So you put 5 coaches together. One of those coaches can be a diamond. It doesn't have to be, but only one can be a diamond. So you can have 1 diamond and the rest emerald coaches, regular coaches, ruby coaches, whatever. Or you can have all emerald coaches, all regular coaches. It doesn't matter, but only 1 diamond on each team. And the object of this challenge, this Team Cup challenge, is to accumulate Success Club points. So we are not being asked to do anything different than we do really every month. We are just going to try hard to get as many Success Club points as we can. So if you are not on a Team Cup team as of yet, I totally and 100% suggest that you get on one. There are great prizes. I've won t-shirts. I think I won a stadium blanket once. What else did we win? We won t-shirts. I can't remember. Oh, a little banner that I put up in my workout room. Some cute little fun things. Workout bottles, like a water bottle. So just some fun prizes. And the team that gets the most Success Club points in the month of February gets flown to Los Angeles or Santa Monica, where Beachbody corporate is, and you get a tour of Beachbody headquarters, and you get the Team Cup trophy. So you get your team name on the Team Cup trophy. So I've seen videos of all the hoopla that goes on when the team that wins goes to corporate. It's pretty cool. So like I said, if you're not on a team or you want more information, your upline coach would be that person that you talk to ask if there is a Team Cup team and how you will join it. So registration's open now, so we can all get our butts in gear and get that Team Cup stuff started. The second thing I wanted to talk about is, and I'm really, really excited about this, next Monday, Chelsea is hosting a Beachbody On Demand open house. So how that's going to be set up is she has a private group or private invite on Facebook, and she is going to go through Beachbody On Demand live with the people that are on it. So if you have any potential customers or potential coaches or both that you're talking to right now that you think would be interested in taking part in this call with Chelsea, let me know, and I will get you first into that group, and then you can start inviting people to the group. So it's probably going to be an hour-long phone call. She's really going to dive into all the amazing things that Beachbody On Demand has to offer and kind of guide people through how to get into it and how to navigate it, which I think I actually had a friend over the other night, and she is a customer of mine, and we were talking about the challenge pack that she bought in December, and I told her that she could upgrade that and get Beachbody On Demand for the next year. And she said, I know I'm a club member. I just don't know how to get into it. I have no clue. So I think that's what stops a lot of people, is that it's a little bit intimidating. So Chelsea's going to take the guesswork out of that for us. She's going to guide everybody through Beachbody On Demand, answer any questions that anyone has, and really show people what it's all about and really the worth of what Beachbody On Demand has. So what I would suggest is to make a list. Start a list of people that you've been talking to, or people that you think would benefit from Beachbody On Demand, or this deal that Beachbody On Demand that we're offering right now. Make a list. And those are the people that you're going to reach out to. So many times in these groups, and not just Beachbody, there's the oils, the essential oil people, the eyelash people. There are a lot of groups that I get added into, and I didn't ask to be added into these groups. And I don't really care for that. I don't really like it. And I would not do that to anyone else either. So my advice would be to not click add all friends to this event, but really pick and choose the people that you're going to personally invite, and don't add anyone to a group if they haven't asked or haven't said, okay, I'll check it out. Because I think that we just don't want to be those people. We want to respect people, and we want to respect the space that they have in their attention span, just like I want my space to be respected. So my advice would be to pick and choose the people that you're going to add, talk to them, and see if they're up for it. It's not a whole big chunk of time, and if they're interested and they watch it, I guarantee that they're going to have some interest by the end of this phone call. Okay. And if you guys have any questions, message me too. But if you want to be added to this group, private message me after this call, and I will I'll make sure you get added. Okay. So the third thing we're going to go over are my Success Club tips for you guys. And I hope you have a pen and paper, because I have 5 tips for you. And what I'm going to say right now is that not one of these tips is a secret. Not one of them is a recipe that only people that make Success Club have. There's no secret sauce to this. These may be different ways of looking at things. These may give you inspiration, and they may give you ideas, but I promise you, after I'm done going over these 5 points, you will not have heard anything really new in concepts of making Success Club. All it really is the vital behaviors, but we'll talk about that. So my first tip is to run free mini challenge groups every month. And what I mean by mini is, I mean, say like 5 days or 7 days. Excuse me. A 5-day group or a 7-day group. Last year I did a 7-day clean eating group, and I came up with a recipe plan and a meal plan for everyone to follow. There was no requirement of Shakeology. There was nothing that they had to buy. It was just me offering them a meal plan and some recipes, and giving them suggestions about what to eat every morning, every afternoon, and every night, and what to eat for snacks. And we did it together for 5 days, and then we all shared our results. And from that, I got new people in my world, basically. You could do I did a crock pot group last year. It was in the fall, because, fall people love to bring their crock pots out. I did a crock pot group. It was a 7-day group, but it turned into like a 6-month group of sharing recipes. It was really cool. There ended up being about 75 people in this group. So, and as I went along, I just added people. It was a really great group to have, because as I went on and I got no's from people as I was talking to people and offering them a space in my challenge group. and they said no, I would say, well, I have this free recipe group if you'd like to join me there. And I would just scoop them up and add them into that group. And they would, get to know each other. They'd get to know me and my style a little bit. So it was a great way to expand my whole network of customers and people that just follow me. You could do a squat challenge. Some people do like a 5-day squat challenge or a 5-day burpee challenge or a 5-day push-up challenge. So it doesn't have to revolve around food. I have asked my customers and people who follow me what their biggest struggle is. So for my followers, it's usually food and motivation. So that's why I have done mostly my free groups around food. But you can do anything you want. Anything. You could do anything you want. You could do you could say this is a free 30-day group, and they sign up for club membership. For the first 30 days, it's free. And you can tell them that at the end of the 3rd week, I'm going to share with you the phone number, how to cancel this if you want, or we could talk about where you're going to go from here. And then if you get them into the club membership, then they've got as many workouts as you do to pick from. So then you pick a workout and you all do it together. It's no commitment to them. They can cancel it before they get charged for anything. And from there, now you've actually got a customer signed up in your Beachbody, on your Beachbody office. That's your customer. So if they do happen to purchase something, they're yours. And they trust you already. So it's all good. Let's see. And so get into the routine of doing a free challenge group. And if you don't do it every month because it's a little overwhelming, I don't do them every month. I would prefer for myself every other month because I get overwhelmed easy, and I admit that readily to people. I get overwhelmed. So I would do one every other month. And you are going to expand your network big time. And so what I did this week, I'll just share with you what I did this week with my February free group. The first thing I did was ask a question. If I hosted a free healthy recipe group, would you join me? And that's all I said. And I made like a little graphic. My next post was 2 days later, and I said, I am hosting a free healthy recipe group for the month of February. Are you in? And I put a picture of myself so that they could get a little glimpse of me. I put it on my like page and my personal page, but your personal page is fine because that's where most people see you. And so now what I'm going to do is I will start developing my group. I'll start developing the eating plan and the recipes. And I'll use Canva to come up with a nice little booklet for them, an online booklet. And then what I'll do is I'll set up an event in Facebook, and I'll invite all the people that have shown interest in joining me. And then the days leading up to the group, I'll just post some posts about getting to know each other so that we can sort of break the ice in the group and that we can talk and we'll get to know each other a little bit. And then the group starts, and then you just rock and roll with it. Okay, so that's free groups. My second Success Club tip is when you are talking to a prospective customer or coach, I always lead with the challenge pack. Like, I actually in my head, like, kind of think to myself, or kind of, like, I basically think like there's nothing other than a challenge pack. That's all we sell. That's it. I don't talk about standalone workouts. I don't talk about Shakeology by itself because I think anybody would be nuts to just buy Shakeology without adding $10 to $30 on for a workout. But I really have always, from the start, really believed in the challenge pack and really believed in leading with the challenge pack and really focusing on talking to my customers about the challenge pack. And also adding in that if they don't want the Shakeology for another month after that, they're free to cancel it at any time. I offer them the number. I offer them the website. So I want to make sure that they don't feel like I am duping them into getting Shakeology every month. So I'm very upfront with how we operate and how it's going to be on auto ship, but I don't want them to be afraid of the word auto ship because it's very simple to cancel your Shakeology. So I think really that is a mindset. Once you start thinking that way and you shift your mindset to, I sell challenge packs. That's what I do. I sell the entire package of fitness and health for you because you can work out, but if your nutrition's not good, you're not going to make the progress that you want to make. And you can eat right, but if you don't work out, you're not going to be as toned and as firm, and you're not going to build the muscle that you want to build to get to your goals. So we need all of it. And I remember when the 21-day fix came out, I called it a 3-pronged approach. And that's how I talk to people about it. I said, so when you get the 21-day fix challenge pack, what you're getting are 3 parts of a puzzle that are going to complete your goals. You're getting Shakeology, which is the best meal that you can eat all day. It's going to give you energy. It's going to make your system run perfect, and you're going to love it. It's an easy, simple way to get a complete meal. Secondly, you're going to get a workout, and you're going to get one of the best workouts that Beachbody's ever made, because I don't know anyone who says 21-day fix is easy. It is not an easy workout. I have had men who have told me that it is no joke, that they wake up the next day and they are achy. And then you're getting the portion control containers. And that is key in the nutrition part as well, because you are putting together meals for yourself and you're finally controlling your portions. Because what do? We say we eat good and we say we're making all these good foods, but I know I don't eye my portions like I should if I'm not measuring them. So a 3-pronged approach is the best way to go, and I fully believe that. I do it myself, and I lead with that when I'm talking to people. And for me, that has been one of the keys that has been behind Success Club for me, 100%. My third point is to consistently share your own journey and your own personal success and the success of your challengers. So if you have someone in a challenge group or you have a friend that you're proud of, I'm helping a girl right now privately, and she just lost 25 pounds a couple weeks ago. She found out she hadn't weighed herself through the holidays because she didn't want to sabotage herself. So she waited until her doctor's appointment last week, and she went from October to January without weighing herself, and she lost 25 pounds through the holidays. And she's a very private person. She doesn't like groups, and she certainly would not like me to be broadcasting her name all over Facebook. However, I needed to give her a shout out, and she knew it, but there were no names. Nobody knows who she is, but I had to shout her out and give her some recognition. So it's not just your own progress. You can shout out your challengers. You can shout out your other coaches, anyone who is making progress using our programs and using Shakeology. But of course, it's so important to shout out yourself. Like, we need to be very proud of where we started and where we are now. We may not be at our goal weight. We may not be anywhere near where we want to be, but we are further along. We are smarter because we're learning how to treat our bodies and how to take care of ourselves as we go along. That's what happens when you coach. It's like it's like a side effect almost. You learn about yourself. You learn about nutrition. You learn about exercise. So we need to share that with people. So I would suggest making a goal each month to post a progress photo of yourself, post workout updates. I got to shout out Amy and Crystal here because they are the champs, and Inga too. My gosh, like, you guys are at like posting your progress and what you're doing every day, you are really keeping people in the loop of where your journey is going. And I'm so, so proud of you guys. So you want to keep posting workout updates. You want to keep posting your takeaways from this. Like, what have you learned? What are your thoughts about this journey that you're on? So people don't just see you like, yay, me, I'm like working out every day. But like, how do you feel after that? Like, take a week of, showing people that you're working out. And then at the end of that week, like, share with your followers how you feel about it. Share your takeaways, what you've learned, what you've done good for yourself that you weren't doing before. People love to see that because there are so many people like us out there. There's so many Janets and so many Ingas and so many Crystals and so many Amys that can relate to you and me and your journey, and whatever that journey is, whether it be you want to lose weight or whether it be you want to tone up. I mean, we've got every different type of person in the team and in Beachbody, and we are all unique, but we are all capable of relating to someone out there, and someone will see your story and someone will say, I need to work with that person because she gets me. She totally understands where I'm coming from. So that's why it's so important to share your feelings and really sincere about how you feel about all of this stuff. So make that a goal every month. Consistency is contagious. People love to see, like the haters love to see you start something and never finish it. Like I remember when I first started coaching, and one of my friends was like, oh, it's one of those things, which I didn't even know what a network marketing thing was. I didn't know what MLM meant. I just wanted to coach people because I loved inspiring people. So I think people just like to see you start something and then all of a sudden say, oh yeah, that's it. They started and then they stopped, and that's like another fly-by-night scheme. But how about when you show up every day and you don't stop and you consistently share your story, your journey, your workouts, your feelings, and your takeaways, and then people start to take notice in a good way, and people start to say, whoa, she really is doing this. There's definitely some validity to this. So consistency is contagious. If you keep going in your journey, you will inspire people to start theirs. Okay. And our fourth, hold on, I got a child here. Hi, Tommy. My fourth point is the vital behaviors. But more of inviting, following up, and connecting with people. I'm distracted right now because I have a 14-year-old here distracting me. I'm sorry. Go, say hi. Okay, sorry. So more of the vital behaviors, but especially, good night, but especially connecting, inviting, and following up. You can't get anywhere in your business if you don't reach out to people and you don't connect to people. And those connections have to start today in order for you to be successful 1, 2, 3, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months down the road. Because not every connection that we make is going to turn into a Success Club point or a challenge pack or a person that wants our help forever. Just not going to happen. So the connections we're making today may very well turn into something this month, but chances are they're not. Chances are that person is going to get to know you over several months and eventually trust you enough to have you help them with their journey. So connecting doesn't always mean today you're going to have 2 Success Club points from that person, or that you're going to have this person join your challenge group. Connections mean that you are reaching out to that person in the sincerest way, and you are sort of like starting a conversation, and you're starting a relationship with that person and a friendship. And that friendship has to grow before anything comes out of it most times, unless they already know you. If they already know you, then maybe that trust is already there and it doesn't take as long. But the point of this is that whoever invites the most gets the better business. So you will have a better business than the person who invites once a day if you invite 10 times a day. So if you connect with 10 people a day and I connect with one person a day, you will always have a bigger, better business than I do. There's a book that I'm listening to in my car on my way to work right now. It's called The 10X Rule. It is amazing. It is the best personal development book for business that I have listened to, I think ever. I'm going to say it. He's tough. It's like tough love book. There's one chapter where he gives, don't be a victim. And then he says, in other words, don't be a little bitch. And it's just like he's got this like tough love part about him. Like, don't play the victim. Everything that happens to you is happening because of something you set up in your life. And now it's time to change it if you want to change it. And the 10X rule means that you don't have to do something. How does it go? I'm going to lose my train of thought. You don't have to do 4,000 things to be successful. You have to do 4 things 1,000 times to be successful. So you're multiplying your success. You're finding the most successful ways to build your business, and then you're just doing them all the time. And he calls it massive action. You are taking massive action. So today, when I was listening to the book, he was talking about the levels of action. And there's a level of action called no action. You're just staying put, right? Then there's a level of action called retreating. So you're actually backing up. And then there's a level of action of just being average. And so really you take all those 3 levels of action and they're all the same. They all get you to the same place, nowhere really. Then there's the level of massive action. And that is the person who people say, whoa, like when does that person sleep? Whoa, like she's a little crazy. Like, so that's the person that is going to be wildly successful. And if you have never heard of it, if you have never read it, I highly suggest it. I am personally, like for business personal development, I like to listen to those. I think I take them in a little bit better. If it's more of like a self-improvement book or a more emotional book, I like to read it. But a business book like this, the author narrates it, and he's hilarious. So I would highly suggest his audio version of 10X Rule. So does that make sense? Like really basic stuff. The vital behaviors are so important, but that first one is where everything starts in your business. Inviting, and do it more than anyone else. So if we say in Beachbody, invite 3 people today, why not invite 6? Why not invite 10? Just go for it. If you have a list of people, go for as many as you can in that power hour that you set out to do. And I promise you, you will be successful. Okay, the last point I have is to set your vision on people, not points. 2 to 3 people minimum per month is going to make you Success Club. So let's take Success Club out of that equation totally. Like set it aside. Let's look at this like people. You're going to be inviting, you're going to be creating lists of people that you're going to connect with and you're going to talk to and you're going to create relationships with. And then as the months go by, you stay in touch with all these people and you're adding new people every single day. So your list of contacts and your list of connections is getting bigger and bigger every day. 2 to 3 people minimum per month to help is not really that daunting of a number. So instead of saying, I have to reach Success Club 5 or I have to reach Success Club 10, no, I just want to help people. I want to help 2 to 3 people every month. And that, at the beginning of every month, that is what I set out to do. That is my non-negotiable. I will set out to help 2 to 3 people every single month. Take it one person at a time. One person, that's it. So who can I help today? I'm going to set out to help one person during this conversation. And then I close out that conversation. And maybe put a follow-up on that for tomorrow or the next day. And who am I going to help next? And who am I going to help next? And you line people up one by one by one. I'm going to help these people. And you go in with what I call a true heart. Because if you're here and you are a coach and you are taking the time to be on a phone call to listen to me, and you're taking the time to take notes and to learn how to do all this stuff. If you're here, you have a big heart, and you know you do. You know you're in this because you've struggled with something in the past that you've learned about, and now you are ready to pay that forward. And I know that. So let's set aside points and put people in its place. And we'll set out to help as many people every month as we can. So the question you ask yourself when you wake up every morning is, which 2 or 3 people can I help today? And that's what you do. You put your feet on the floor. You schedule your power hour whenever it is that it's easy for you to get in without being interrupted. And you get that power hour done. I put a file up in, I don't remember what page it was. I put my new power hour sheet that I've been working on or working with this past week. I absolutely love it. If you saw it, check it out. If you haven't seen it, check it out, because it really goes in depth of, you get to write a list of people who have liked your social media post from the day before. So then I take those people from that list yesterday, and those are the people that I connect with the next day. So they might be some people that I just say hi to. They might be some people that I say, I've seen your pictures, you look fabulous. Or I saw your vacation pictures, you look like you had so much fun. Or if they've put something about like weight loss or whatever that they're looking to do, I ask them about that. I saw that you were looking to lose weight. Do you want to talk about it? So you're always looking to connect with people every single day. I just think that's the most important part, connections, because you can't coach anybody if you don't have any connections. So that's a huge part of it. So that is all I have, my 5 points of how to work on Success Club. Does anybody have any questions? Hold on, I'll unmute because I know I have some people on the phone. There's Amy Greaves. Okay. Anybody have any comments or questions?
No.
Inga?
Are you still using TeamZ, or have you converted over back to the Power Hour sheet?
I use the Power Hour sheet, but I use TeamZ in kind of in conjunction with it. So TeamZ, for me, I went through every single Facebook contact in TeamZ that I had, and I kind of was at a dead end with it. So I stopped using it for a little while. But then what I noticed was I picked it back up last month, and all these people that I had had 1 or 2 conversations with still needed follow-ups. So I was missing those people. So now I'm like right back in it, and I'm taking notes from TeamZ. Like my Facebook conversations, I'm putting into TeamZ, like I'm copying and pasting them, but I'm also putting it on my Power Hour, so I have that name written down in a place where I either followed up or I invited or like, I just said hi to. So I'm kind of using them together, and they're actually using them both at the same time is really helping me right now.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I get scattered very easily.
Yeah, see, that's my, I need something. I need something better. I struggled with TeamZ. I kind of felt the same way, where it was like, we talked about this, Nicole and I talked about this, and I actually, for where I'm at in my business right now, Inga, I stopped the TeamZ because I was doing the website. and it's the same cost, and I wanted to see where I was getting with that. But I know that oh my God, Chelsea did a whole video on Streak. So okay, every time I hear that, I think of somebody naked. But anyway, I think I really have to set that up, because right now I'm pen and paper, but like that's me. I'm a pen and paper girl.
Yeah.
So I'm really struggling. Like I really haven't found like my niche in tracking, and it's not hurting me, but I definitely don't think it's helping me right now. You know what I mean? Like that's my struggle.
Yeah.
I use the Streak, and it's pretty helpful because you can divvy up the tabs for people that are interested, people that signed up, people that you've contacted that are leads, that type of thing, and it gives you a place to do notes on it. So I like.
And does it remind you? Like
I haven't investigated to see if that's an option in there. I go into it every day because I'm in my Gmail account. So
and that's where it is, huh?
Yeah.
and it pops up right in your like right where your email is. Let's say you have your inbox and your sent and all that, and then it's listed in there.
Okay, maybe you and I can get together, because I don't really learn too well when I watch videos. It's kind of a struggle for me. I'm more of somebody sitting down and actually doing it with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we could do that, because I need something different.
I think I agree with you. I'm a pen and paper girl too. And I think that's why this new tracker that I've been using has been helping me along with TeamZ, because I like to have something to go back and look at, not on a screen, but written down on a piece of paper. So
Yeah, ditto that.
Can you send it to my email? Is that a problem? Because Facebook, I can't. I do so much on Facebook, but when I get to school, I can't print from there. And I just wondered, is that a possibility?
Oh yeah, I have it. I can do it tomorrow. It's scanned in my work computer.
Okay, thank
So
you.
I'll
And that way, I can see if somebody can pick it up for me at work.
Yeah, it's a daily tracker, so there's one per day.
Yeah, so back-to-back copies.
Which I kind of liked, because the Beachbody tracker is it's so small. I can't write anything on it.
No, I know. And then the older you get, you can't see it. So,
So bad. So bad.
So is that the Power Hour tracker that you're talking about?
Yeah, the Power Hour tracker.
I see it.
Mason?
yeah, Mason, what are you doing?
Mason, go to bed.
Goddamn kids. It's crazy, okay? My husband, at the beginning of the call, ran out of the house because somebody got shot. So this is what I'm dealing with.
No way.
Yeah. Welcome to...
Like, wait a minute. Is your husband a cop, Crystal?
Yeah, he's a detective. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, geez, I wasn't sure, like, if it was, like, in your neighborhood.
Someone in your neighborhood.
I'm like,
Wait.
You know, all the ladies talking about me.
Stop recording.